Good day, everyone. My name is John Leonardo Nadallo from BSIDS 4A. So, for this activity, I'm going to add the HCP server into our virtual machine. So, let's configure our network first. So, this one, the Windows 2008 virtual machine, go to settings, and then for the uh, network, we need two network adapters. So the first one would be for the male BSIT students, and the second one is for the female BSIT students. So for us to configure or to add another network adapter, we're just going to press to another network adapter and press click to the enable network adapter. So once and also set the attached to internal network since the default one is not an AT. So after doing that, you can now press OK and then start. After turning on the computer or the virtual machine, we should edit the IP address first for the server. So open network and sharing center, then go to change adapter settings. And here we can see two local area connection. This one's for the male students and this one is for the female. So for the male, uh, right click and then click properties, then go to version 4 to properties. Since this one is the IP address that I have computed based on the number of males and females per section from first year to fourth year, and we need to allocate the last usable IP address for the server. So here is for the male. So I'm going to allocate the 1.30 as the IP address of the server. And then subnet mask default key. And for the preferred DNS server is itself. So okay. And then close. Then for local area connection to go to properties. And this one is for the female. So I have not yet configured this one. So for the female, the last usable IP address is 172.16.0.190. Then for the preferred DNS server is 172.16.0.90. So for the alternate, it should be 8.2. Then click OK. I should do the same also with the first local area connection. After that, we can go to server manager, and then for the rows, you can only see two, and then click add rows. So for here, let's just press next. And then as you can see, we have the DHCP server. Click that, and then next, and then as you can see, we now have two IP addresses. So and then And then for this one, it's 8.8.8. Also click you validate. It does not respond. This one is valid. So since the 8.8.8.8 is not validated, so I change it to the let's stop this one. And let's see if they are both valid. DNS server IP address. And check for the parent domain. And next, it's not required, so let's skip it as it is. And then for the scope, we'll add later. Next. And this one we don't need DHCP version 6, so we want to disable it. And then this one for my username. And then next, as you can see, we have our confirmation here. So click install, and let's wait for it to be installed. So it's now being installed successfully. So let's close it and check if we have our DHCP server here. As you can see, we have it here. And then go to administrative tools, and then DHCP. So for this one, we want to add scope in our DHCP server. So click the IPv4, and then okay, so we already have one. I'm going to remove it and show it to you how to install once again. So here we're going to press the action, and then go to new scope, and then the wizard will come out. So let's press next. Then for the name, this one will be BSIT mail. Next. So the starting IP address is from .01 to .1.30. And then an IP address. And then click next. And then here is an exclusion and delay. So we want to exclude certain IP addresses. So in the instruction, we want to exclude the first and last 10 usable IP addresses. So for the first 10, 0.0.1 until 0. And for the last, this 10, that's 0.1. add and then click next. And then for the hours, we want to make it 16 hours or depending on what's being instructed to you. And okay, so yes, I want to configure these options now. So this one is eight add next. So as you can see, the first two IP addresses were recorded here. And then it's the parent domain. For the server name, and then click next. And then we don't want this, so just click next. And yes, I want to activate this code. So for the female, action, scope, and then next. And next, starting IP address. And for the end, it's 1. And then next, first 10, so it's 172.16.0.1.10. Add and then 170. It's 190. Add and then next, and it should be hours. 16 hours and the next. And yes, I want to configure it now. So add, click here, also next. For the server name, it's and then click next, next, and next. Finish. So it's both active. The scope for the BSIT male and for the BSIT female. So that's how you configure and install the HCP server in your current virtual machine. So that's all.